It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we'll see Gardner Minshew. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Raiders and the Rams, and it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 25.
If you're a Freeway fan, we're just east of the 405s, one of the modern jewels of the NFL. Beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. And thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen with you. Buckle up, partner. I think this is going to be an aerial show. Both of these teams giving us the hint that the ball's going to be in the air a lot in this one.
Oh, no question. I think both teams were very clear in our weekly meetings that that was going to be the plan. And what we see right now in today's modern football, Mike, is the direct correlation between explosive plays, in this case, two teams that rely on those explosives coming in the passing game, and the direct ability to score points. At the end of the day, this is who can score the most points. And if you want to score points today, it's going to become by throwing the ball deep downfield as often as you can.
DJ Turner now to bring it back. He's to midfield. And they will finally track him down, but not before he takes this to the other side of midfield.
Anytime you find yourself on the road, you want to do anything you can early to establish yourself and quiet this crowd. And I'll tell you, there's no better way than to take the opening kickoff nearly all the way and set up your offense with great field position to start this game.
The Raiders offense set to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback, drafted back in 2019 out of Washington State. It's Gardner Minshew.
It's not often that you can win by multiple scores in the NFL, so you got to imagine they're coming into this week's game with a lot of confidence. They were able to put together a pretty well-rounded performance in all three phases last week. So, again, can they build off that? Can they continue to grow as an entire team? Because offense, defense, and solid contribution from their special teams, they showed last week and going forward, this is going to be a hard team to beat.
And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss, and it's second down. They'll give it again to Lowry. Finding space at the 15. And he's going to take this all the way home. Dylan Lobby. Touchdown, Las Vegas. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. And they get the first points of the game. What a way to start it, Greg. You get the ball. It's what you want to do. Settle into this game on top 6-0.
Mike, how often do we have coaches tell us the importance of playing with the lead? Well, they come take the ball right away on the first drive, all the way down there and strike first. And now the rest of the way, let's see how it plays out.
Makes the score Raiders 7, Rams nothing.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. From the 6, here comes a return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Rams led out by a Super Bowl champion, Matthew Stafford, second among all active passers in the NFL. Only Aaron Rodgers has thrown for more yards. Hard to believe, Greg, it's already season 16 for the man out of the University of Georgia.
Stafford was one of those guys, Mike, that I think through the first half of his career was probably the most underappreciated quarterback in the entire league. The talent was always undeniable. But what he was constantly discredited for was just the fact that he was on some really bad teams that were left to play really irrelevant football down the stretch. Immediately changed that narrative the second he joined a championship roster. Now, he's just trying to see if he can add some more hardware to that resume.
The blitz gets there, and he lost the football. One of the Raiders has got it. And there it is. The defense comes up with the big play, forcing the fumble as they get their offense right back on the field. Coming up, Greg, with a big turnover.
Taking the ball away, Mike, has really become an art form in the NFL. Some teams are good at it, some teams not so much. But in this case, great job by the defense taking that one away.
The Raiders offense going to take over now for the second time. They'll start with the football already in the red zone. big opportunity here on 1st and 10. And he's into the end zone. Jacoby Myers. Touchdown, Raiders. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench, going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field, and results in a nice touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now, after that near turnover, clock is stopped. We have an injured player. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. The NFL's 3rd leading rusher a season ago, it's Kyren Williams. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
At the 26-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Stafford. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
A loss of 10 yards on the play. It's now 3rd.
So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the 1st quarter. It's the Raiders with the early lead. And we're back at SoFi in SoCal after this. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. A shotgun snap to Stafford. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And how about that? 3rd and a mile. And they convert and pick up a 1st down. Here's a handoff to Williams. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I return to SoFi Stadium after a short break. 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Stafford. The coverage too good downfield. They'll wind up taking him down.
A loss of 12 brings up 3rd down.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. On the handoff, it is Williams running to the right. And he'll get this forward to about the 33.
The defense is willing to just give up that run every single time. I mean, they're going to leave guys as far back as they can to protect the sticks. And in this case, flow to the ball, make an open field tackle, get off the field.
This brought in out past the 20. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. On 1st and 10, it's Minshew. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. He'll try and throw with Minshew. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. He's got it downfield. Myers the connection. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 1st half of play. And instead, why don't we get right back to it as we'll get ready for the 3rd quarter. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. This taken at the 5. and he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back, and in some of these coverage units, when you know that ball's got to come out fast, and right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 37-yard
Play action now for Stafford. In trouble, and down he goes. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
2nd and 18 at the 45-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Stafford. The pressure gets home. He's lost the football. And the defense has it. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it, it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which team wins and which team loses, at the top of the list is ball security. Which team does a better job protecting it, and which team does a better job taking it away.
He's got it at about the 8. And he will get into the end zone. Trey Tucker. Touchdown, Vegas. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Now Carlson to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Raiders will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Matthew Stafford and the Rams offense getting set to go again. And as we take you back through the highlights, there aren't many of them from a quarterbacking perspective. He's been unable to sustain a lot in any of these drives and does not have a touchdown pass to this point. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts.
17 at the 31-yard line.
Now a 2nd down throw for Stafford. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
A loss of 12 brings up 3rd down.
What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. They go play. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
A 6-yard loss. It's 4th down.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by their rookie corner. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the goal line. Nearly a pick 6, but he does set up the offense with 1st and goal.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just...
And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Zamir White, touchdown Las Vegas. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
Carlson's kick is good. And the Raiders are able to extend the advantage to 28-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. Rams offense ready for this next possession. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. Room to run past the 30. Cooper Kupp racing to the end zone. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 79 yards. Touchdown, Rams. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
Personal foul, roughing a kicker, defense.
So time here for the onside kick just in front of the 2-minute warning. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the fourth quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
Looked like a lateral there, but now it's a free football. The Rams have it. And he is going to bring this one back. It is a fumble recovery for a defensive touchdown. Hardy now to add the extra point. And this one is blocked. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. And now at 152, the defense will pull the plug there as they take a timeout. Another run here with White. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards, and that leads to third down. They'll run with Loudby. The Rams use their third and final timeout as they'll discuss what's to come. Fourth down is looming. Carlson's kick is good. And the Raiders will extend their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Here comes a return from the 3. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. To throw is Stafford. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Max Crosby, motor always running, gets there for the sack. Stafford now on second down. That will make third down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. A gain of 12 on the play. Brings up
To throw is Stafford. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down. They'll snap it. Here's... Oh, they're on him with a flash, and he's lost the football. But he'll gather it back in. The failure on fourth down leads immediately to a first and goal. They'll run with one. They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line. And that'll set up second and goal. One more time, it's White. And the defense stiffening here. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Third and goal coming up.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like...
And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Carlson now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Raiders will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Here's first and 10. Back to throw is Stafford. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. And that will do it. This one comes to an end. So this one, a win for the Raiders. And it is their third consecutive victory. They continue to play great football here in this latest stretch. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.